matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. Third down here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
49er first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking long for Thomas. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
10 at the 45.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's good.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A first down carry by Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
from the 41. Darnold, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Second and 14. A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, 49ers 3.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st down. It's Elliott, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Interesting, he told us that he likes to run right more than left, but there he looked pretty comfortable going left for a big gain, Charles.
Kind of like a basketball player who has a dominant side that he dribbles to. But the ability to cross that over, change it up, and break a tendency can often lead to great results, as we just saw there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11. Out to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Target. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. No chance.
Darnold from the gun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. To the air again, Darnold. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right there. 54. Right there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Give them 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Darnold's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
go to Elliott again. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's good for a Cowboy.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Elliott on the carry.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Don't get nervous. Watch the safety creep. Lady.
Here's Darnold. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Cowboys 20, 49ers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 64.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Mostert. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now 24.
The score, Cowboys 27, 49ers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing,
49ers.
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48.
The second down pass. Intercepted.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 37 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On first down, Elliott. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Darnold, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra.
And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Check 31. Red 80. SOS.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That's good.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Elliott. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
53, check that.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Eric Armstead able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
You ain't going nowhere. Check. 53's mine. Man, ain't it? 53's mine. I'm going to lose one. Switch. Bang.
To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Elliott. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
Give me some.
Today's final score.